Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Eckler now between the tackles, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down and 1. Here's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Forget the run on third and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a second and 10. To throw is Daniels. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the fourth.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Henry, touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler muscles him off. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Down to the 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. On first down, here's Daniels to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. So we reach half. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Daniels now to throw on 1st down. And his passes.